Hey everyone and welcome back to my channel. If we haven't met before, my name is Shiv. Hello, if you're coming back then welcome. In today's video I have this makeup look for you right here using the Beauty Bay New Romantic palette. I keep calling it the Valentine's palette in the video just as a heads up, but it is for a Valentine's launch. I will be uploading this on Valentine's Day, so I hope that you're having a great day. If this isn't just a Sunday for you, I hope that you're having a lovely Sunday. For me this year, it is just another Sunday. So I will be editing, I will be face masking, I will be bubble bathing, I will be full of self-love and enjoying my relaxing Sunday. But you can put some lovely makeup on if you want to. So this is the palette that I will be testing out today and showing you how I created this look. I've used a lot of Beauty Bay products in the past and I always love them. I'll link all of my other Beauty Bay videos in the description box below if you want to go ahead and check those out as well. But the colour story on this palette is just absolutely stunning and right up my street, so I can't wait to show you how I got this look right here. Yeah, without further ado, if you'd like to see how to get this look right here and how I found the palette and everything, then please carry on watching. Before you do though, please give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already and hit that notification bell so you're alerted when I upload a new video. I'd really appreciate it. Follow me on my social media pages. I'm shivonmakeupbiz on everything: Instagram, TikTok, Facebook and Twitter. And let's just carry on into the video. Please ignore my little friend. Picked it in my sleep and now we're left with this lockdown life. So I'm just going to start onto the palette. This is the New Romantic palette. I'm just going to show you the outer packaging because it is absolutely gorgeous. It is recyclable cardboard, which is great, but I just want to show you, just want to show this to you because I usually just get rid of the cardboard packaging, which I will be doing anyway, but I just thought that's a nice little touch, like with the kind of rose design, I guess. This is what the palette looks like right here. If this is not in focus, of course, I will do a close-up shot for you. So it just says a New Romantic on the front, the rose kind of in the text, which is quite nice. And then this is the colour selection on the inside. Absolutely stunning, so gorgeous. This is something that I would draw towards and I really hope that they bring this back if this is completely limited edition, because the colour selection in this is just absolutely stunning. Love those reddy pink tones. I love wearing these kind of tones on my eyes because I feel like it really makes my green eyes pop. So I've already done my brows with the Anastasia Brow Freeze. I also use a little bit of the medium brown brow powder from Anastasia just to kind of intensify them a bit. And then I popped a little bit of tape on the outer corner as well as priming my lid with the P. Louise base. So to be honest, I have no idea what I want to do. I'm going to do a half cut crease. I actually haven't done one in a little while. I've been trying to withdraw myself, but I do find it's a really good way to test out palettes because you can apply quite a few shades. I am going to take the shade. Okay, I'm actually going to take the shade Claret, which is right here. This bright, very pinky tone, like burgundy red right here in the middle of the palette. This shade right here, and I'm going to pop that into the crease, and I'm going to take that on a Sigma E25 blending brush. Okay, so I've picked up a really good amount of colour there just with a few taps into the shadow. And I'm just going to start by loading up that outer edge with colour. Okay, straight away pigment. Yes, I've used tons of Beauty Bay palettes in the past before. I will link all of my Beauty Bay kind of related videos in the description box below if you want to go ahead and check the other reviews I've done. Check them out. They didn't make sense when it came out of my mouth, I don't know. Anyway, I'm just popping this on the outer edge of my eye, just tapping that on as we've got that nice like tacky base. But yes, pigment, and this looks to me on the eye exactly how it looks in the pan, which I always feel like is quite difficult to do, but I'm liking it. Very intense and rich. Just going to take that all the way through the crease. That's gone a little bit too high, but we'll make it work. There is a few purpley tones in this palette, but I do want to stick to like the more pinky shades for now. Just like look at that pigment, that's so intense. I really like this shade. Just going to make sure that's nice and smooth all the way through the crease. Okay, I'm now going to move on to a skinnier blending brush. This is the Morphe M562. As you can see, it's a lot thinner. I've got a few of these. These are really good for like blending these looks where you do a lot of shades. I'm now going to take the shade Milkshake, which is a hot pink, I would describe that as, right here, if you can see. And I'm going to use that to blend out this shade here, the Claret shade. Just loading up my brush. I'm just going to start on the outer edge and then just push that in, kind of like sandwiching on top of the Claret shade and on top of the area that we don't have any eyeshadow just yet.
Nothing you say makes it better. Wrecking ball, tear apart.
And now I'm just going to start kind of softly blending over this and the edge. It's so rich and intense. Absolutely loving that so far. There's not much room left, but I'm going to try and fit in another shade. I'm going to take the shade Birthday, which is right here. It's this lighter pink shade. And I'm going to use that to blend out that little section just there. And I'm taking that on a Peaches Makeup PC47 brush. And just blending very gently on top of the Milkshake shade. Birthday on top of Milkshake.
Confident we'll make it through. I'm here for you. You're not by yourself.
This is good. This shade is nice and soft, so it's really helping to just kind of blur out those edges.
Bring it up. Nothing you say makes it better.
Perfect. That's a really, really nice blend. Okay, I'm happy with that, but I'm just going to go back through the colours one more time just to kind of re-intensify things a little bit. So I'm starting off with the shade Claret and just kind of deepening up the crease. That way when we cut the crease you can still see the dark intense red shade. And then I'm taking that shade Milkshake and just popping it above the dark red shade. At this point you can kind of do little circles because everything's dry from the shadow. But I'm absolutely loving this blend so far. I was expecting great things from this palette because I love the Beauty Bay eyeshadow formula, and so far so good. Then just going into a tiny bit of that Birthday, that really light pink, blending that right on top. I'm really happy with that. I'm now going to go ahead and cut the crease. Okay, I'm just going to take a cotton bud that I put in some micellar water and just cut the crease.
You don't know if my love is real. Baby, listen to me, here's the deal. When you're not,
I have a feeling that these shadows will stain your lids, but to be honest I have that with like any kind of red or pink shadows. That is kind of to be expected. Taking the dry side of the cotton bud, tidying this up a bit. I'm actually going to take a red base just because when I was laying out my products ready to film this video I realised I haven't used like any of my P. Louise like coloured bases in a while, and I figured may as well use it. So I'm going to take my P. Louise base in the shade Rude Boy Red and just pop this into that area, and I'm going to take it on a Peaches Makeup PC40 brush. I need to get myself some more of these. These are really, really good for cutting the crease. Okay, so I've just got some on my brush.
right back to me, baby. No, we've been here before. Give me the real this time.
So that's loaded up there, and we have a very red looking eye. For the lid, there are some beautiful shimmers in this palette. As you can see, there's actually like a kind of khaki kind of gold, there's a purple, this light shimmery lavender kind of purple looks really beautiful, but I do want to stick to the reddy pink theme, so I'm actually going to take the shade. This actually is drawing me in now. It looks like pink with a few like purpley glittery reflex. Okay, I'm going to take this shade. I was going to take Raspberry right here, but I feel like this is drawing me in. Can you see? It's like very pinky but with purple kind of glitter in, so I'm going to pop that onto the lid, and I'm just taking it on a BH Cosmetics number 7 brush, which I am just going to spritz a little bit of setting spray just to kind of help pick up the pigment. I'm just going to pop that all across the lid. That is super pretty. I don't think you actually need to wet the brush if I'm honest, because it's kind of left a bit of a film over the shadow. Gorgeous. I've decided I'm going to take it all the way through. Usually I kind of leave this little section empty, but I'm actually going to take it like all the way across. That's super sparkly and pretty. Okay, I'm happy with that so far. I actually think the shade is gorgeous. Where I put it on top of the red base, I wasn't like, oh my goodness, because it's a very similar shade to the base, but it is gorgeous. Now I've completely applied it and I'm like moving my brush across the lid and you can see how reflective that is. So now we have this kind of like red shimmery pinky eye going on. I'm now going to take a pause from the palette for the time being and move on to the Huda Beauty Lifeliner, and I'm going to take the liquid liner side, and I am going to do a wing today because I feel like it. So here we go. This liner is so good. It just definitely takes some careful hands because it is so dark, which is good, but you just can't, like, I don't think you can do it quickly anyway.
Wrecking ball, tear apart, issues left behind, restart. Nothing you say makes it better.
Tense moment. Okay, I'm just going to let that dry for a few moments and then peel off the tape. Nice. I'm just going to pop a little bit of the normal P. Louise base under my lower lash line. I don't really feel like I need the red base under there. Okay, no, I'm just going to stick to the normal base.
Give me the good this time, no cap, no lies, it's all.
She love that shadow now on the lid. The more I look at it up close, it is so sparkly and gorgeous. Love it. I'm going to go back to the Valentines palette now and just pop that on the lower lash line, trying my best not to get it into my eye, but I'm tapping it on quite heavily.
There's no need to bring it up.
I might blend that out a little bit later once I've done like my face makeup because the concealer is going to come up quite high anyway. And now I'm going to take the pencil side from the Huda Beauty Lifeliner and just pop this in my waterline. This look would also look really nice with a nude just to really make it bright, but I feel like making it dark and smoky.
Right back to me, baby. No, we've been here before. Give me
I like this look. Look at the difference like between how my eyes look. It just goes BAM! You know, and then this one's all innocent. I'm now going to give my lashes a little curl.
Give me the good this time, no cap, no lies, it's
And then pop on some mascara. I'm going to take the volume side from the Huda Beauty mascara. To be honest, it doesn't really matter because I'm going to be putting on falsies, but I just feel like using the Huda one because I like it. And I'm not going anywhere, so I may as well use it, you know?
you'll never feel the way.
So that is the kind of finished eye look. I am going to do an inner corner highlight, but I'll do that later on. But now I'm going to go off camera and pop some lashes on and do the other eye. These are the Style L from Eye Candy. I've worn them before and I love these lashes. They're super long and wispy and they've got a few gaps in them so you can still kind of see the eye look before. I mean, I've got hooded eyes, so if I do a dramatic look, you're not going to be able to see all the eyeshadow, but I don't really mind anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and pop these on and I will be right back. We are back with the other eye done and I'm absolutely loving this look. I completely forgot I actually bought the liquid eyeshadow in the shade Morganite, which looks like this, if you can see. Ooh, it's kind of stuck. Right, I'm going to do a little swatch on my hand just so you can see. It's really pretty, like pink orange kind of reflect. I'm not going to put it. What's happening to my voice today? I'm not going to put it on the eye look because I'm happy with it and I don't want to ruin it, but I will use this in like a future video or something. But yeah, this is absolutely stunning. If you want a really quick look, I really recommend these liquid shadows. If you have super oily lids, it's probably worth putting like a similar shadow on top, but they do last a really long time. That's a gorgeous shadow. It's actually very similar to what I've got on my lids anyway. Onto the face, I'm going to take the Revolution Pro Goddess Glow Primer with my Peaches Makeup PC16 brush. I'm just going to buff this into the skin. This gives a really nice glow under your foundation. I'm gonna pop that on and blend it out. Been loving putting primer on with a brush lately. It just feels a little bit more like luxurious, you know?
Nothing you say makes it better. Wrecking ball.
Onto foundation, I'm going to be taking the Revolution Conceal and Hydrate Foundation in the shade F8.2. I'm just going to pop this on to the skin using this Spicy Choco blending sponge, which I promise you is clean. It's just super old. So I'm going to bounce this all over the skin for my foundation.
Before. Give me the real this time, no cap, no lies, it's our own core, bring it right back.
on to concealer. I'm going to take the Ordinary concealer. This is a new concealer that I'm trying. This is in the shade 1.2Y. I'm just going to pop this in the usual places I put concealer, which is my chin, the middle of my forehead, and of course under the eyes, using this P. Louise brush. So it's like a little squeezy tube. I don't really know how much to put on, so I'm just popping on a little splodge. I don't know if it's the right shade, but that's what we've got. I'm gonna pop some around my mouth because I'm getting some like hormonal breakouts around there at the moment.
You don't know if my love is real. Baby, listen to me.
And I'm now gonna blend that out with the same sponge.
I'm not the same. I'm needing a new chapter, babe. Been stuck here in a bed for days. I've been staring at the
I really like that concealer. I definitely don't think I picked the right shade. I think I probably should have gone for a little bit more of a pinkier tone because that was very yellow, but I will use that again. I'm now going to do some light cream bronzing with this Revolution Pro Radiant Under Eye Concealer. This is in the shade C12, and I'm just going to pop that along my cheekbones and the top of my forehead before blending out. And I'm going to blend it out with this brush from La Boite Soleil, which is like an angled kind of kabuki style brush. I'm just going to go in like tapping motions to pull upwards.
We've been here before. Give me the real this time. No cat, no lies. It's our encore. Bring it right back to me.
Now that's all blended in, I'm going to set this into place with the MUA Pro Base Full Coverage Matte Press Powder. This is in the shade 120. I'm just going to go ahead and press this into the skin.
I never want to give you up. I know we've been through way too much, but
I'm now just going to bronze up the face with my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I'm taking it on this Lowella Cosmetics brush. A little bit of cuff my nose because I like it. I'm now moving on to some blush, and I'm going to pop this one on from Beauty Bay. This is in the shade Peachy, which is a nice peachy matte blush, my favourite type of blush to be honest. I have another blush that is my current favourite, which is the Melt Cosmetics Honey Thief. So if this is kind of like on par with that, that would be great because this is much more affordable. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this onto my cheeks. I'm just taking this on a Sigma F10 brush. Popping that kind of like on the higher points of my cheeks, bringing it upward. Yeah, I like that. That's nice and subtle. Oh, you can really build it up though, whoops. Okay, now I like that blush. It's definitely very buildable because I went more heavy-handed on that side, but it's fine. I'm now going to set this into place real quick with the Revolution Conceal and Define Setting Spray. I'm just going to pop on some highlight, but I am going to spritz my highlighter brush with some of the setting spray just to make it a little bit more intense, you know. And then I'm going to take the Beauty Bay Beam highlighter. I absolutely love this highlighter. I have used it before and it's so stunning. So I'm going to go ahead and pop some of that just on the very high points of my cheek and the tip of my nose just because I like the way it looks. Love this highlighter, it's so pretty. Okay, I'm just going to quickly take off the foundation on my lips. That will do. So I'm just going to pop on some lip liner. This one I'm actually very excited to try. When they launched their lip products, I was thinking of picking this up and I just didn't. This is the lip liner in the shade Vintage, which is like a dark brown kind of shade. Will this go with this look? I don't know, but we're going to give it a go. This is like a perfect brown lip liner. I think I will have to blend it into the lipstick that I've chosen. Now, moving on to lipstick, I have the shade T from their lipsticks. So I'm going to create a ombre lip with this. Trying to like blend that into the brown lip liner. I'm just going to blend that together because this looks a little bit crazy right now. Taking this lip brush. Okay, so I've just kind of finished blending the lip. I do really like it. It's very 90s grunge, but I don't know if it goes with the eyeshadow look, so I might change it. Okay, so I'm back. and I took off the other lipstick. Didn't really like it, didn't really feel like it was matching with the eye look. I liked the lip combo, felt like it was very like 90s kind of grunge, not with the hot pink eyes. So I'm going to switch up the lip liner. I'm going to go in with Morphe's Sweet Tea lip liner. It's also 2 hours later and I've been on a Zoom call with my friends and had a Nando's. So my makeup may look slightly different, just as a heads up. But the power of editing is only like 2 seconds later. So I'm going to start off by taking the Morphe Sweet Tea lip liner and relining my lips. That is the best thing about makeup though, is you can just change it up if you need be. And then I'm going to take the same lipstick as before, which is the shade Tea from Beauty Bay. It's actually a really nice lipstick formula, it's nice and creamy. Yeah, I feel like I need some gloss. I'm going to take the shade Slippers from Beauty Bay, which is a nice peachy nude.
Been stuck here in a bed for days. I've been staring at the telephone, 'cause when you're gone.
I much prefer that lip with this eye look. I felt like the other lip was kind of like too clashing. Now I've just realised I forgot to do a step. I'm just going to go back to the palette and I'm going to take the shade Chintz. Bit confused. It's called Chintz, I think. It's this kind of like purpley shimmery lavender colour, and I'm going to pop that right in the inner corner of the eye. Just taking a little pencil brush, which I'm going to spritz with a little bit of setting spray. I'm kind of hit like a carb stupor, is it called? Like, you know, when you eat loads of carby food and you just suddenly feel very tired. So sorry if my energy seems different. I'm just taking that and popping it right in the inner corner. Ooh, yeah, love that for the inner corner.
Right back to me, baby. I know.
Yeah, I feel like that's definitely finished the look off. And this is the finished makeup look using the Beauty Bay new Romantic palette right here. Safe to say I absolutely love it. The colour selection is just gorgeous. And to be honest, I didn't even use that many of the colours. Like, I only really used this shimmer and this shimmer. I haven't dived into like these like purpley shades here. Obviously there's some more neutral tones, but I've done quite a few neutral looks recently. But this shade here, Penny, this like coppery colour with like gold shimmer, is so stunning. I love Beauty Bay's formula and I always think their products are really well priced. So I'd highly recommend this palette if it is still available. If so, I will link it down below. But yeah, I'm absolutely obsessed with this makeup look. I love kind of like a pink ready eye look, just kind of any of those tones I feel like really complement my eye colour, and that shimmer on the lid is like absolutely stunning. If I had popped it onto the normal P. Louise base, you would have been able to see it pop more initially when I put it on, but because I put it on a red base it looked very similar, so it wasn't like a but then up close it's like very beautiful and very shimmery. Absolutely love this look. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. It means the absolute world. Hit the notification bell so you're alert when I upload a new video. Follow me on my social media pages. I'm shivonmakeupbiz on everything, and I think that's pretty much everything. I think I'm a little bit delirious because of my Nando's, so I may have forgotten some things, but I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. The palette was great. I'll link it down below. Love this makeup look and I shall see you next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.